grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, we've got another daily market update. I am still here in Minneapolis. Tomorrow, we will not have a daily market update because I'm heading back to Canada. But let's get into it. We've got some juicy stuff in this video. Okay, there is a lot of stuff happening with the Davos Agenda and the World Economic Forum thing going on right now. One thing I want to say is make sure you follow me on Instagram. I've been posting some, I posted one and I will be posting some more photos from Minneapolis. I did visit Paisley Park, which is Prince's estate thing, 65,000 square feet. Absolutely amazing. I went into the studio where a lot of the albums were recorded. Dude, I was feeling the vibe. They didn't even let you bring phones in that studio. So make sure you follow me on IG right there. We also did hit 100K. I'm waiting for this to push up a little bit more so we can, not drop below it because some of y'all be trolling. But we will do the giveaway very soon. Let's get into the market though. All red today. Everything down 10 to 20% here. Except Tron, we've got up 5%. Look at that. Phantom is at 41 cents right there, near $3.92. Curve, you got 120. So basically every altcoin has just lost their small progress that we were kind of making. Bitcoin is at 29,210. Ethereum, $2,000 right there. XRP, 40 cents. I mean, this is pretty standard stuff. Bitcoin on TradingView, this is Binance. It's at 28,900. Zero to say about Bitcoin. Now, one of the things I do want to say though is I want to reinstate how bullish I am on utility right now. Okay, everything in this market that's happening is pointing to the agenda, and it's pointing to the elite agenda to where they want to push crypto. Everything that's going on, right? Decentralized stablecoins failing. That's one of the main ones. And you're going to see a crazy clip in this video if you keep watching that just proves this. So everything is pointing towards that, right? Everything is pointing towards where they want to put this. So therefore, I'm bullish on the Illuminati Coins. Now, that's just a funny name, but I am bullish on the Illuminati Coins. These are the coins that are openly working with major corporations, such as Hbar with Google, all of those, XRP, Quant, Algorand, Stellar, XDC. Those are all Illuminati coins in my mind. They are. It's just a fact. Even Helium is, right, to me. Now, don't get all weird about the word Illuminati coins. I just say that because they're kind of connected to the government, and Helium is connected to 5G and Wi-Fi, etc. So, and IOTA is also sort of in there. So that's what I'm bullish on. That's what I continue to stack no matter what. But let's talk a little bit about this right here. I can't wait to get back on my NFT channel. I have not had time, but Degen Tunes, 2.98, 2.98, folks. And I want to give a massive shout out right here to Meg BZK. Okay, because she told me about this, and in turn, that made me tell you guys about this. Go follow Meg BZK on Twitter. On TikTok right here, and she also is on Twitter. Okay, and the reason I'm saying this is because we caught this below 1 ETH. Okay, go follow her right there, MEGBZK. Okay, because this is at 2.98. I mean, dude, I bought mine. I have one of these. Okay, and a lot of you guys probably have these as well. But this, I'm super confident. If we just look at the chart right here, and this is not sponsored, by the way, at all. Look at this chart. This is the most healthy rise ever. Very healthy rise on this, all the way up to almost 3 ETH now. So will I say it's worth it to buy it now? I cannot offer any advice on that, but I can tell you that I'm not selling mine yet. So there's a little NFT, some NFT alpha in there, degen tunes, very strong. Let's talk about the Davos Agenda, dude. Let's talk about the Davos Agenda and what's going on with the World Economic Forum right now. So Davos, they had this whole meeting thing. I think it's a conference. Yeah, annual meeting in Davos. And apparently crypto was everywhere. Crypto was everywhere at this World Economic Forum meeting. It says even on the trains, you can't get away from crypto. So pretty crazy that they have crypto everywhere. And the World Economic Forum is all up in this. We also see the mayor of Miami coming from the World Economic Forum conference thing. He says Bitcoin should be seen from an innovation perspective. He says we live in a world where investors only look at things from a return perspective, but Bitcoin should be seen from a innovative and technology perspective. Pretty simple insight right there, but that is true. And I do agree with that. Now, just a reminder on who these people are. These World Economic Forum dudes are the dudes who are plotting by 2030 that we own nothing and be happy. Now, one thing I want to say about this own nothing and be happy thing is imagine somebody in a VR headset in an empty room. But in the VR headset, they're out in Turks and Caicos in an all-inclusive resort partying. But their physical body owns nothing, right? They're just in a room and they get fed food. That is what I see with this own nothing thing. Also, we'll just be renting everything from the government, which it's kind of already doing, dude. But this is why it's important to be sovereign, right? And self-sufficient in every way. And that is what I'm aiming for, dude. Like I want my income to not be attached to any other entity except me. So that's just a reminder on who these people are. Now, this is also from the World Economic Forum, and this is Jeremy Allaire from Circle, and this is the greatest clip that you're going to see in this video. 30 seconds. Jeremy confirming that USDC has sold their soul and Ripple has sold their soul as well. And Ripple and USDC are probably going to be the ones to take over the world here. So watch this.
We have to preserve digital cash. That has to work on the open internet. It has to work interoperably with anyone, anywhere. That's how we're going to solve this problem. And I think we're really close. I mean, USDC itself we've seen over $3.5 trillion of transactions directly on the internet between counterparties.
$3.5 trillion. Crazy. Now watch what he says next. This is the most important part.
Directly on the internet between counterparties. And so if we can, improve it with more scalable blockchain technologies like Brad's company provides, and we can make this extremely low cost to move, and then enable individuals with digital wallets that can interact, and you can scale into the risk. Right?
Did you catch that?
Scalable blockchain technologies like Brad's company,
Brad's company, literally on a first name basis. Right. Well, of course they're on a first name basis, but just so colloquially says Brad's company, and that's Ripple, right? So USDC and Ripple. Notice how he says because USDC is on Hedera already. You can use USDC over the Hedera network and the Stellar network as well. But notice how he says if we can improve that with more scalable blockchains, such as Ripple. Not anything else. Not even Hbar. Not even Hbar. It's such as Ripple. That's where his mind goes when he thinks about scaling USDC up, and then giving everybody in the world every person in the world a digital wallet. That is absolutely insane. That I don't think I've ever heard him mention something like that. Like Brad's company. Amazing. Speaking of Brad's company and Brad himself, Irakli Garabashvili, I don't know how to say that, Georgian Prime Minister. That's the Georgian Prime Minister, along with the Vice Prime Minister, met with Brad Garlinghouse right here, the Georgian Prime Minister. The Prime Minister offered the CEO of Ripple to open a corporate service center in Georgia, I'm sorry, and noted that Georgia has a favorable investment environment and the country has a stable location. So Brad is in with the elites, okay? He's in there. He's not the sacrifice. Someone like Charles Hoskinson is kind of the sacrifice here. Somebody who's trying to build this decentralized thing and fix the world. You're going to hit a glass ceiling if you can't work with the governments and if you're not all up in there. It's just so sad that that's the truth. I don't like that. I'm not in support of hitting a glass ceiling if you're like Charles and trying to build something amazing for the world. He has already. Don't get me wrong. Charles has already built, Cardano. And I'm just using Charles as an example here. But you need people like this, like Brad Garlinghouse, that are all up in the World Economic Forum and on just in the elite circles. Crazy. Linda P. Jones is pointing out this clip again. Maybe some of you have not seen this clip, so I'm going to play this. This is Gary Gensler literally calling XRP a currency and not a security.
Around 200 to 300 billion. A little over half is Bitcoin, 55% or so in that slide. But Ethereum is quite big. A currency called Ripple that you might hear in the banking sector is probably
a currency called Ripple.
Third, if I remember.
Do you see how screwed up that is? There's not a currency called Ripple. That doesn't exist. There's a currency called XRP. Okay? So do you see how this is all about the words? I've been telling people this, and I still see nobody talking about it. I still see nobody talking about how the exchange is listed XRP as Ripple. And that might have confused early investors, and that might have given them an excuse to sue them. And she's saying, we know the lawsuit is not really about whether XRP is a security. The real purpose of the lawsuit was likely to, 1, stall and develop a competing crypto. I agree that banks could own and control, or C, number 1. So let me just make sure I'm not frozen here. Okay, we're not frozen. Good. Moving on, we also have John Deaton ratioing Gary Gensler right here. Is this an ad, though? Well, he's ratioing Gary Gensler. He says, maybe you should acknowledge, you could acknowledge the 67,400 XRP holders from the U.S. and 60 countries around the globe who have joined asking SEC enforcement lawyers to simply apply 76 years of legal precedent. The underlying asset, whether a token, commodity, or real estate, is never the security. Ratioed him. 2,000 likes on that. Pretty insane. Now, the final story we have in this is pretty dark. This is Bill Gates pouring millions into dark money fund. That's their words, not mine. Dark money fund attacking Elon Musk. So research exclusively shared identifies hundreds of millions of dollars flowing from Bill Gates Foundation to 11 of the 26 organizations that signed an open letter last month urging Twitter advertisers to boycott the company if Elon Musk restores free speech. So if free speech is restored, they're going to boycott the company. Stupid, right? Extremely stupid. So what I see here is two sides. This is a war. And obviously we know that Elon tweeted this before, in case you need to lose a boner fast. Hilarious. But there's war. There's war right there. This is funny as well. Shadow ban. And then also, we know that Bill Gates was shorting Tesla. And yeah, it's a war going on between those. But what I see is that Elon is on one side, and as a person who wants to restore the free speech and have more of this freedom type of movement, and just actually progress society forward. And then you've got people like this, and look what he's doing even. This perfect picture for this. You've got people like this who want to keep everybody down and kind of build evil companies and just do evil things. So if you guys can't clearly see two sides there, right? Two like warring kind of sides. But this is very interesting. Bill Gates attacking Elon right there. So that is all we've got for today's video. Make sure that you follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you click the like button. And I love every single one of you. And goodbye.